everyone, and welcome. We're about to dive into a skill that can absolutely transform your career. And you know what? It's probably not what you're thinking. We're talking about the art of conversation. In a world that is just flooded with data and tech, your ability to truly connect with people, to persuade them, and to understand them, well, that's your secret weapon. So that brings us to a huge question. Is there one single skill that's quietly defining your career path right now? I think there is. We all tend to focus on the hard skills, the technical stuff. But as AI starts handling more and more of the routine tasks, it's our basic human skills, our ability to communicate, that are suddenly becoming more valuable than ever. And this really gets to the heart of the challenge for all of us in the modern workplace. How do you stay relevant? It's just not enough anymore to be an expert in one little niche. If you really want to get ahead and build a career that lasts, you've got to be juggling a few key things all at once. To really succeed today, you've got to master these 5 areas. You need to get comfortable with new tech like AI. You have to keep up with what's happening in your industry, build your network, and of course, never stop learning. But look what's right there in the middle of it all: soft skills. Communication is the glue that holds everything else together. It's how you explain your data, how you build that network, and how you show people what you learned from that new certification. Okay, so our journey into becoming a great communicator starts in a place that might feel a little backwards. We're not going to start with talking. We're going to start with the foundation, the art of active listening. And this isn't just about staying quiet. It's about being 100% present. It is, without a doubt, the most underrated tool you have. You see, active listening is a total mindset shift. It means you're not just politely waiting for your turn to talk. You're not sitting there planning your brilliant response in your head. No, you are completely locked in, focused on understanding where the other person is coming from, what they need, and what's really driving them. This is the skill that builds trust, that puts out fires on a team, and that makes you a real leader. And you could start practicing this literally tonight. It's so simple. Grab a partner, set a timer for just 2 minutes, and let them talk about anything they want, no interruptions. Your only job is to listen. Then, before you say a single word in response, you say, "Okay, so what I'm hearing is," it might feel a little clunky at first, for sure, but I promise you it is an absolute game changer for building real connection. So, once you've started to really nail down your listening skills, your input, it's time to work on your output. Mastering the conversation is all about turning those one-way monologues into actual dialogues. Conversations that are productive and actually get things done. A huge part of this is just being self-aware. So, let me ask you, how do you know if you're the one who's talking too much in a meeting? It's a really common blind spot. We've all been there, and it can totally chip away at your influence without you even realizing it. Luckily, there are some pretty clear signals to watch out for. Just look around the room. Are people kind of zoned out, maybe looking at their phones? Are they trying and failing to jump in and say something? And think about it. Have you actually asked a real question in the last 5 minutes? I'm talking about an open-ended one, like, what are your thoughts on this? If not, those are all your cues to hit pause and bring other people into the conversation. The difference here is pretty stark, right? Monologue habits just shut people down. Dialogue habits, on the other hand, invite people in. The goal is to shift from just stating your opinions to asking great questions, from dominating the floor to sharing it. Because when you consciously make that space for others, they get more invested in the outcome, and guess what? Your own ideas end up having way more impact. All right, so we've covered the core ideas. Now for the really fun part. Let's start building your toolkit with some amazing resources that'll help you take your skills from just good to truly exceptional. Here are 2 books that I honestly think should be on every professional's bookshelf. Crucial Conversations gives you this incredible, proven playbook for navigating those really tense, high-stakes talks that can make or break a career. And Talk Like TED is just packed with secrets for how to present your ideas in a way that people can't ignore. Both are absolutely essential reading. But hey, learning doesn't have to be all books and highlighting. Some of the best, most practical lessons in dialogue and persuasion are actually hidden in plain sight, right on your TV screen. So, consider this your new homework, and it's the fun kind. 12 Angry Men, it's basically a 90-minute masterclass in changing people's minds with logic and empathy. Shows like The West Wing or Suits are just brilliant for sharp strategic dialogue, and Mad Men shows you the incredible power of what's not being said, the subtext. Watch these as case studies, not just for fun. And to really get the most out of this, you've got to be an active viewer. Next time you see a scene that really grabs you, hit pause, rewind it. Ask yourself what made that argument so effective. Pay attention to their tone of voice, their pacing. Jot down a few great lines and try to figure out what makes them work so well. This is how you turn your downtime into some seriously valuable training. So we'll leave you with this final thought. Every single interaction you have is an opportunity. It doesn't matter if it's a big presentation, a chat by the coffee machine, or a quick phone call. Each one is a chance to listen, to connect, and to build your career, one conversation at a time. The only real question is, how are you going to use it?